Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. So watch out, they say. You're around and around. You're running just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hand. Trying to get away into the night. All right. Not as loud and with as much. William Pearson, my brother. What's up, man? How's the reception, William? We are doing the Tool Boss 33 Days of Christmas. I want to wish everyone a happy holiday. I mean, it's almost here, man. We're almost at Christmas. And we're going to do a Tool Boss Christmas special where I'll be singing all of the Christmas favorites from chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your toes, you freak. You want him nipping at your freaking toes? You freak. Oh no, William, I didn't today, man. I was hung up all day. Sorry, my man. 82. Todd, what up, my man? With the master plan? Oh, yeah, he's Sam. All right, I got to get through this pretty quick here because I might 80% probably gonna have to do another video tonight because the 33 days of Christmas is almost over, man. No, I didn't find them local, William. Someone sent that picture to me. All right, so this is the 9 amp hour battery, guys. We looked at rigids. Now, at Christmas, Home Depot, $89 for the rigid. The Ryobi was $79, so it was $10 cheaper. And like I said, these were gone fast. This was, I believe, the last Ryobi that they had. You could still find the rigids, but they jacked the price up to $184. The Milwaukee 12s, this is the 9, but the 12s, they sold really, really fast also. The DeWalt's didn't sell at all. But that's because they were trying to sell a 9 for $150, which isn't a, it's not a bad deal. But when you got the Milwaukee 12 next to it, for the same price, the DeWalt didn't sell as well. But we're going to take a look at the new Ryobi 9 amp hour battery. And as you can see, it's got the 2 extra connectors there. Communication transistors to communicate with your brushless tools. Now, like I said, with the 9 amp hour battery, guys, you're going to get around 10 to 15% more speed, more power with this battery over, let's say, a 5 amp hour battery, 4 amp hour battery. So these 9 amp hour batteries are definitely, they could add some power. Now, it's not something you're going to want to put on a, impact driver, a drill driver. Obviously, it's just, doesn't make sense. You don't need it, And again, 10 to 15% is good. Speed-wise, using a circular saw or a recip, something like that. But it ain't like it's going to turn your hammer drill into something superhuman. It's just not going to do that, you know what I'm saying? So, but let's crack this biatch open. I thought this was an easier battery. Oh my, no, it's just tearing apart. Oh, there we go. I guess you could do it, but it would be easier with Mr. Milwaukee here. Jack Frost nipping at your tongue. We're gonna have to dig deep. Wish I had my knife, but all right, we did it. I think we did it. You freak. There we go. And there we have it. All right. So, okay. You know, like I said, it wouldn't be too bad. It's not very heavy. I want to say the Rigid's heavier than this for some reason. But like I said, this is the 9 amp hour battery. Got some overmolds on the back and on the bottom, which is always good. Looks really just like all the Ryobi batteries, obviously. You got the half torpedo, and, you know, you're kind of... Yeah. Well, these are the two... these transmit to the brushless tools. Now, this battery will give some extra pop to the brush stuff also, guys. But... yeah, absolutely. And you got to remember something too. Now, you know, I got the 3 amp hour here. All right. So they both have these extra contacts here, okay? You got contact. We made contact. Both sides on each one. All right. But obviously, you use this battery, let's say on the recip, over this 3 amp. Now they both have, you know, those contacts, right? So yeah, they should do about the same, right? I don't need to use the 9. It's just gonna add so much more weight. I don't need to do that. What's up, Big A? Actually, it's really not that big, man. Big A. We're gonna. I got these two here, but getting back to my point is, even though they both have the contacts, obviously. This has 3 rows of cells. Okay, so you got 15 total cells. All right, 15 total cells versus a 3 amp hour battery. That's got probably 6 cells in here, right? Right, 3. Could be, yeah, around there, around 6. But it doesn't matter. 3 amp hours, 9 amp hours. This is going to cut faster with your recip. It's going to cut quicker with your circular saws than this 3 amp hour battery. So definitely some pros to the 9 amp hour battery. But with the pros, obviously there's cons also. And the biggest con, and really only, you know, it's big and it's heavy. All right, but it's a must for certain tools. I shouldn't say it's a must, but it's just, you know, to the vacuums that are in Ryobis. I mean, they have so many tools. Like, no tool platform needed a 9 amp hour battery more than Ryobi. What's up, BJM? David? They have just so many, you know, off-the-wall tools, you know, from vacs to... oh my god, they got so many different freaking tools that aren't even like... they got the refrigerated cooler there, and, you know, the little vacuum there. What the hell's that one called there? It kind of sucks up. It has the sweeper, you know, and what else they got? Just all kinds of fruity stuff. I'm sure you'll add as we come in. But I'm picking it up, man, and I'm like, whoa, this thing's not too bad. So let's compare it real quick. Now, like I said, there's a huge difference between the Rigid and the Milwaukee in size. And I'll tell you again here, the Rigid is also a little bit longer than the Ryobi. So, but not uncommon. We know the Ryobis are just very big. They're very long. You know, I put the Milwaukee in here. It's like really crazy. See what I'm saying? It's just nuts. But that being said, and again, you can really tell this is just, you really can't even tell. I think you can kind of maybe tell from this one, but if you have these two, it's like really crazy, the size difference. But like I said in Home Depot, they got this, I don't know, quarter of an inch, and then we'll stop talking about the rigid because we're talking about Ryobi. But you got like this, even a little bit, a fifth of an inch, of this nice rubber overmold on both sides, which is really cool. If it does fall if you do drop it onto a hard concrete asphalt. Got a little bit of protection there. Now obviously you drop this off a 30-foot roof, you're going to be in trouble even with this. But it's something that I'd rather have a little bit bigger battery if they're going to protect it with some nice overmolds. Because I'll tell you, you drop some of these big batteries now, guys, these are like bricks. And if you drop this, man, from even like 10 feet, it's going to do a lot more damage than dropping this little 1.3 amp hour battery. Obviously, the what is it? The rule of relativity, and all that stuff. It's just going to happen like that. But it's not that big. I'm pretty surprised. And we're going to, put it on a couple tools here. This is just an unboxing. We're going to do a video shortly where we're going to test the Ryobi, we're going to test the rigid and the Milwaukee and see the difference between the different size of batteries. What can we expect performance-wise between a 5 and stepping up to the 9? I think it's going to be pretty fun when we do that, so I wish you'd just come along. But let's weigh this sucker. All right. Whoa, what do we got? We don't want, there, wait, no, yeah. All right, here we go. It's on there. So, the Ryobi 9 amp hour battery, that thing will, they will all kill someone. And of course, the downside, I guess there's pros and there's cons to these Ryobi torpedo. I don't know, I'm sure they don't want to have this half torpedo battery anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what you do at this point. They got so many tools that, unless they can kind of come up with some kind of attachment to the tool that maybe, does it have a USB? No, it does not. That'd be a great idea, though, like the skill. But yeah, I mean, sometimes people complain. It does make the battery much bigger, of course. But, when it goes into the tool, it disappears. So it's not really a big deal. I mean, this battery weighs around 2 times as much as this light right here. But so we did weigh. Let's just do it again here. All right. So it's coming in at 2.615 pounds. 2.615 pounds compared to the Milwaukee at 2.399. And Mr. Rigid, 2.553. All right, so 2.553. 2.615. So the Ryobi is the heaviest 9 amp hour battery out there, because I'm willing to bet my life the DeWalt weighs less. Compared to the 3 amp hour battery, which is the smallest battery, I believe, that comes with these contacts. Now I know the 4 just came out. There's also a 4 amp hour HP. I don't know if there's a 2. There might be a 2 now that I'm really thinking about it. But compared to the 3 is 1.7 and you're looking at 2.6. All right. So, I mean this scale is like on, man. It's like real crazy good. I don't have a 6 or I would put that up. I was going to put a 4, but yeah, I mean, this is going to add some weight to it, but it's nothing crazy, guys. It's pretty much, it does feel a little bit lighter than the rigid. I don't know why, but it does. And this whole area here is rubber, which is awesome. This whole area. So you really got to, if this falls like it's supposed to, and this is where you're going to kind of get it most likely. I mean, it obviously can fall anyway. But you got thick rubber on the bottom here, which is really, really awesome. You got some smaller rubber overmolds on the 3. And you got some on the 1.5 also. So I'm like I said, I'm glad TTI, they kind of do it with all their batteries. Even the Milwaukee, of course. Focus. So TTI is really the only one that's really, adding these overmolds on their batteries. Bosch doesn't do it. DeWalt doesn't do it. Makita doesn't do it. Makita batteries, man, I'll tell you, there's like nothing. I mean, you really got to be careful with your Makitas. So it's a pretty cool thing that TTI does with their batteries. Again, it's not gonna save you if you drop this thing off, 15, 20-foot building. But you got a better chance of surviving, the 1-foot, 5-foot falls. This is the P194, 162 watt hours. As of now, today, and we're what, 4 days away, 5 days away from Christmas. This is the biggest battery they offer. People have asked me, is there a 12 amp hour coming out? I do not know, but my honest opinion is there will be a 12 amp hour battery. Is it going to come out next year? I have no idea. Is it going to come out this year, 2019? I don't think so. I think we're looking at 2020 before we see a rigid 12 and a Ryobi 12. But it could happen towards the end of 2019. Who knows? So, like I said, guys, you're going to get around 10 to 15% more power with this battery over your, even over the, the 3 and the 6 high output. Now, you can compare this. Yeah, absolutely. It's, again, when you have these bigger batteries, there's more cells available to the tool. And obviously, you got these contacts here that, if it feels like the angle grinder here is going through now, it won't work with this. This is an old brushed angle grinder here. I don't know what generation this sucker is. This is from 2015, so they might even have another one. I still got the NiCad battery on here. You guys know this thing. But, oh man. I must have been grinding something pretty there. Yes, exactly. This, with your non-brushless tools, obviously the contacts can't communicate with this tool. But that being said, again, if I use this 3 amp hour battery with the contacts and this battery, I will get better performance with this angle grinder with this battery over this battery. I've been talking about this since my channel started in 2015. I had electricians saying it's just not possible. It's an 18-volt battery. It can only draw 18 volts. Doesn't matter how many cells. I'm like, okay. You talk to the Milwaukee engineers and you tell them that. Um, but yeah, what I want to do is we'll take a look at a couple different tools and see if the 9 amp hour battery fits. Now, that's the one good thing that you don't have to really worry about with Ryobi and really with Rigid is more with Ryobi than Rigid, because this brushless line of tools from Ryobi have just really come out in the past 12 to 18 months. So this battery was thought of 3-4 years ago. All right. So they knew going into this new line of brushless tools that they were going to put contacts on this, and this whole brushless line from Ryobi, they were going to put some smarts inside the tool that the battery was going to be able to that it's going to be able to talk to, that it's going to be able to transmit information and all that good stuff to make the tool perform better, to add more torque, to add RPM and stuff like that. So really, you shouldn't have any problems with the 9 amp hour battery going on any of the tools. We'll take a quick look at a couple tools, but Ryobi makes a great boat anchor. Juicy fruit. Yeah, you know what? 2.6 pounds. Hey, 2.6 pounds. All right, 9 amp hour battery. It's still better than this. I like it. This sucker here is around 4 pounds. So, let's not be too upset at the Ryobi here. But they're all the same, guys. 2.5 for the rigid, 2.6, 2.3. You know. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yep. So let's take a quick little peek at a couple different tools here. So here's the light, and again, this isn't charged. Now, obviously, this isn't going to give you more lumens, but obviously, you'll get a lot longer runtime. And this light, I'll tell you, it's an incandescent bulb. It's used constantly. This is like literally like in my kitchen at all times, whether looking for the cat, looking for, something outside, setting Christmas lights, checking this, getting this from the car late at night. This light is used all the time. And I tell you, yeah, that has the rotating head. I wonder how old this sucker is. Oh, look. Yeah. All right. I never even looked. I swear. 2013. So 6, 7-year-old light. Guys, the Ryobi stuff is cool, man. It's not bad for DIY, for home use. Right now, $229 for a 5-tool brushless kit. You don't need to spend, $500 on the Milwaukee, okay? You're not, right, exactly. You're not going to get anything more out of it, You're just wasting money at that point. Yeah, let's do the angle grinder just for Schritz. All right. So this is how your angle grinder would look with the 9. Again, this is just about the same size as the brushless, and I'll tell you, it doesn't add that much weight. Because the Ryobi tools are usually really light. They're not made really well. They're not really thick. The brushless stuff is a little bit different. I'm talking about their older line of tools. Because the reason why I liked this Ryobi so much is because it was just really light and compact. Had a nice thin handle on it. And it's still fine. I just use my Makita now. But yeah, I mean, the 9s for the angle grinders, for the circular saws, for the recips, it's just awesome. And again, guys, there's 100, the air inflator. Here's another example. They just have so many tools that the 9 amp hour battery just makes so much sense for, and will just give you, yeah, I love this thing. And this was the primary inflator, man. And again, this thing is from 2013 too. Back in the day, man. Yeah. Look at this thing. It's all beat up. But the thing's been great. Got a little bit of rust on there. But you're talking about a 6 or 7 year old inflator, and exactly, this brand new battery that just came out is going to add so much more runtime to this old dirty inflator. If you have this, again, now you can do probably 4 cars, 5 cars, 6 cars with this 9. Again, I can't think of them off the top of my, the fan, the Ryobi fan. And again, they have tools, stuff I can't even think of. They just have such a huge platform, 200 tools and everything. So it definitely benefits them extremely. You know what I'm saying, people? So again, here is the angle grinder. Again, perfect tool for this battery, the angle grinder. Let's take a quick peek at the inflator, since we got it right here. See if it'll fit, because this one might be tricky. Like nothing, man. Again. All right, so it doesn't even touch the ground yet. Oh, yeah, it does. Actually, it's lifting it off the ground. I thought it looked a little weird. So with the 9, you're actually going to be able to lift your inflator off the ground here. But again, the runtime that you're adding to these tools is just, it's really, really awesome. Like I said, they have the 6 amp hour battery. People have asked me, are they coming out with a 5? I don't think so, guys. I mean, they got a 4, they got a 6. They don't need to come out with every size. Milwaukee, DeWalt, they were kind of moving up the ladder. Ryobi jumped from a 4 to a 9. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee had a 6, then they went to a 9. DeWalt went to a 6. Actually, I think they might have went to the Flex Volt, then to the 9, and then they have a 6 amp hour 20 volt now. But you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah, Richard Dickie Garner. And my man Tomek, Milosh. Me and Milosh are going to be hanging out and doing some cool stuff. Joseph, what's up, my man? Joseph, where you been, brother? Just trucking down to Louisiana, back to H-Town. Looking at Big Tool, doing great. Thank you, my man. Hey, have a happy Christmas, my man. If I don't see you, Joseph. Phil, what's up? Ho, 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 David, everyone. Ever buy reconditioned tools? You know what, David? They're not much cheaper. I mean, certain tools at certain times they might have a deal on, but I've seen stuff, CPO kind of does a lot with the reconditioned, and it's like $10 cheaper than a brand new one, or 20. I mean, if you're going to sell me a reconditioned tool, it better be half the price, or, so the price of the battery, good point, Mike, $79 at Christmas. Okay, it was the deal of the day on Black Friday. The Rigid was $89. The Milwaukee 12 was $149. This was $69, and the DeWalt 9 was $149. Now, right now, I think these are like $129 a piece, but I would not buy just one of them. I think a 2-pack is like $169. But there's so many deals on these. I would never buy, and I would really never buy any battery unless it was on some type of promo or sale. I would never pay full price for a battery. I wouldn't really buy a bare battery anyway, but you kind of have to with these 9s because they don't come with kits. All right. And $79, not a big deal. But obviously, like I said, if it's not you know, Christmas or a promo deal, 4th of July deal. Tomorrow we're going to do a video on this, actually. We're going to put our new 60-tooth Diablo blade on her, and we're going to start doing some stuff with this, with the 9, with the 6. We even might put the 1.3. And this battery is old too, 2014. Yeah, man, that's all you needed back in the day, man. You had a 1.3, man, and you were rocking. Yeah, you thought you were all cool. But and I tell you, this is such a great saw, guys. You know, people again, oh, what's a good circular saw? I'm like, what do you do? I'm a DIY guy, but I'm gonna start, you know, making furniture. I'm like, dude, get that 229 Ryobi kit. Get it, use it. Once you start really getting busy, you really start, you know, getting into it. You don't want to spend like $700-800 on a big set, and you might not exactly. Now, obviously, if you're in a trade, you're not touching this stuff. But this stuff is even good for the tradesman, for the fact that, you know, you got your Milwaukee, you got your DeWalt, you got your Makita, but you know what? You got one of your workers like me. I don't give Juan anything. I give him the old Milwaukee gloves. I give him the old ones that are just full of funk, and I take the brand new ones. You know, when we were in that video you guys saw, I was using the DeWalt. Juan was using the Ryobi when we were using the recip saw, you know, to cut some shrubs and some smaller trees down and stuff. So you got someone who works for you, or even, like I said, even like a second circular, you know, just to have a second circular. Maybe, you know, you keep this in the garage, and you know, you got your work tools in your truck or your van or something. But 229 right now, guys, it's tough to beat that. We're going to do a video on that too, because people don't understand that. You know, nothing, you know, spectacular. I don't even know why. Let's talk about the battery. But this is where the battery goes, obviously. And what I like about, and what's good about all circular saws. Hey, 94, my brother. What's up, buddy? Yeah, you should never really have a problem with the recip, with the circular, and with the angle grinder, with any battery, only because they're usually, you know, you're wide open. I don't know any recip that would have a piece of plastic or the actual frame or body of the tool that would restrict the battery. You know, an angle grinder, I mean, I could put a 4-foot battery on this if I wanted to, obviously, right? So, now the circular saw is probably, you know, one of them that you might, but again, you really shouldn't. But, and again, this is so freaking light with this. Again, you heard me talk about it with the Porter cable. You know, I know EJM loves he says he watches it like once or twice a month just because he loves the video. I don't know. But with the Porter cable circular saw, listen, not a hardcore saw, but it is, I swear, it's got to be under 2 pounds. And it's a full 6.5. It's not a 7.25. But it's small, it's compact, it's light. And this thing is, I mean, again, if you put the 3 amp hour on, oh man, let me just do it. Because I'll tell you, even with this, with the 9, it's super light. I really like the setup with this circular. And this has been out for a long time, guys. And everyone, it's really got, this line of Ryobi brushless tools, guys, has got really some great response, some great feedback. There really hasn't been any. Exactly. Now, we know Dickie Richard Garner, he would sleep with this, his Ryobi. I heard he did something with his flashlight with this area. I don't know what he did, guys, so don't ask me, but someone said there was some, he kind of glued some hair around here. And I think he did it with his angle grinder also. What he did was he got some glue and he glued some hair on his Ryobi. Yeah, and there was some Vaseline. He said it was just oil or grease from he wanted to lubricate his tool. I'm like, what tool were you trying to lubricate? And then, you know, he zipped I don't know. All right, let's just Richard Garner, we love him. But yeah, let me just put the 3 on this. And man, so this is like the threes are great. This is again, you got the contacts here. It's going to be able to communicate with this. Now again, you will get much better performance with this battery over this battery. But you're cutting 1/2 inch plywood, 3/4. This will be fine. I mean, again, 10 to 15% more power with this battery over this battery. Now you go to the 4 or right, the non-HP, you might see around 20%. All right, but always with the 9. Now between the 6 and the 4, you'll probably see 5 to 10% over the 4 with the 6 amp hour or the 3 amp hour with the brushless stuff. So, but you will always get the most power and torque RPM. You get better performance. So all these batteries, guys, are going to fit on any of your Ryobi tools. I believe the 3 amp hour also comes with that 229 kit, which is awesome. So they did include a battery that will communicate with your brushless tools. All right. Yep, I actually have 2 of these. 2 of these circular saws. I don't know how I got 2 of them, but I must have got. I know Dickie's watching. Oh boy. Oh, Scott. You should see. 94 goes. You should see what he did to his recip saw. Yeah, he'll watch it later. But they did, like I said, what's cool about it is they did include a 3 amp hour battery, an HP, a high performance battery, with that 5 tool 229 combo. All right. I think it comes with a 3 and a 2. I want to say. I don't think maybe it comes with a 3 and a 4. I don't know. But again, great for a second set of tools. And if you can grab it for 229, something to think about. But that being said, that's really it. So we got some good tests coming up. But again, if you're in Ryobi's platform, you probably already have this. It's been out for a good 6 months now. But $79. I don't know why this feels so light. But we obviously weighed it, and it's the heaviest. I don't know. It might just be the distribution of it. I don't know. And maybe we'll crack one of these open. You guys would like to see this cracked open? Maybe we'll crack this open. And I got an emergency video to do either tonight or tomorrow. All right, we're going to do an emergency. Won't be live. I got to kind of construct it. But, yeah, and I think you get a 2-year warranty on the batteries, which is good. Again, if you're looking between, let's crack it open. Now calm down, 6 airbrush, Logan P. What's up, Rick? Rick Cotton. Yeah, we just reviewed the 9. And we're thinking about cracking her open. But yeah, the one thing, you're kind of comparing or thinking about getting the Harbor Freight stuff again. Not total, again, not saying their stuff is bad. It's really not. It's not that it's bad. It's just it doesn't make. There's no reason to buy it. I'm gonna stick with that. There's no reason to buy the Bauer, the Hercules, with a 90-day warranty. And if you can get it. Yeah, all right. Now my $70 Impact is $90, and at that point, instead of buying 2 years of a warranty, I get a 5-year Milwaukee. Like I said, people comment still on that video, and like, oh, where can you get a Milwaukee kit for $79 like the Bauer in this video? I'm like, well, at the time this was $89, and you got a $50 LED light. But I think you can afford. If you can't, let me, like I said, let me know. We'll do a GoFundMe or something. And how about that GoFundMe for the Trump wall? You guys hear about that? It's got like $4 million in 2 days. But, right. I'm like, no. Not only could you have got the brushed for $89, So $10 more and a free LED light. But wait. You can get a brushless. What do you mean a brushless? And you and if you don't like Milwaukee, you can get a brushless DeWalt or a brushless Makita. All right, for $20 more. Oh, now it's $69. Okay, I for the $30, and I'd say well the Makita is 89 for the brushed Makita. You can get it for $89 with a 3 amp hour battery. Do you want that? No, brushless. All right, you got to spend an extra 30. Okay. Now you can get you can get the 780, the DeWalt 780. You guys saw it in the kit today from International Tool. Two batteries, the 780, $79. You got a DeWalt with a 3 year limited, 1 year full. So that's exactly. If you're looking really to not spend a lot of money and you just need the basics, Christmas time is the perfect time to get into the Ryobi. Yes, sir, Mr. Panda. What's up, buddy? Finally, cool. Hey, what's up, Steven? 6 airbrush. It's over 8 million. Oh, 8 million. It is. Oh, okay, Les. I checked, honestly, like 2 hours ago. It's going crazy, man. 94. You got to check that out. Go. My buddies sent it to me. And when they sent it to me yesterday, it didn't even have $1 million yet. And then I got it late last night, and I think it was at like 1.5. And then this morning, it was like at 2.8. Then around 11, it was like 3.5. And now Les is saying it's 8 million within like 4 hours. Supposedly, the guy who's running it is he's a veteran of the war. He's a amputee. He lost both his legs and one of his arms, but he's going to be on the shows tonight, like CNN and Fox News tonight and tomorrow. So I guess that's what the word of mouth's getting it going. But who knows? Dickie's building the wall with the Ryobi glue gun. Oh man, he's something. Samuel, what's up, buddy? I saw the story yesterday. Triple. Okay, yeah. So it's definitely interesting, man. But that's it, guys. I should be back tonight. We're gonna do something fun. Yeah, tonight we'll do something. I want to get that other video done. But something always ends up happening. And I don't want to say 100%, but you guys should see me in a little bit, all right? So if you don't, but you will. And tomorrow, we got some good stuff going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be live throughout the day. But, again, I will let you know if there's any Christmas deals on any of these batteries. Again, they want $184 now for the rigid. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Obviously, I think you can get two for $199, but there will be probably another deal on these Ryobi batteries. I don't know when it's going to be, but again, I would not pay more than $89 for this battery. Again, this was $679. I would maybe pay $10 extra, $10 more if you had to, just to get it. But if you do, I obviously recommend getting the 2 packs of these batteries. All right? But that's about it, people. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming in today, guys. I love you. Steve, thank you. I appreciate that, Steve. Phil, yeah. Ruben Rivera. Hey, what's up, Ruben? I was just reading. Yeah, you got with Dickie. Yeah, he loves his Ryobi, man. I mean, it's pretty intense, that's for sure. A powerful stubby in my all I want for Chris. Yeah, did you get it yet? 94? I gotta send you something. I always plan on sending you something, and then I end up. All right, I got it. Tomorrow I'm gonna do it first thing in the morning, and I end up forgetting about it. But I will get you some Christmas cheer 94. I will remember. I promise. When I mail all the Christmas, don't forget, guys, you guys still have time. On Instagram, we're doing a giveaway. Milwaukee is sponsoring it. I've teamed up with Milwaukee to give away a surge. All right? On this channel, I'm giving away a surge. Well, that's to the Patreons. But we're still doing 3 other giveaways. All right? You can win a Bosch kit. You can win, I don't even know what the hell the prizes are, guys, to be honest with you. I know Bosch, DeWalt, Milwaukee. Go back and watch the videos. They're there. Look under Tool Boss's Christmas, 3rd annual Christmas giveaway. There's 3 videos. Just comment, be a subscriber, man, and we're going to do it live here on Christmas. And then we're going to have Christmas special. We're going to be having eggnog, and special guests are going to be here. We're going to sing. We're going to, have some fun. So, Enrique, an 82, thank you, my man. 82 Camino, great man. Been with me a long time. We love Camino, and I love that all you guys, and guys, communicate in there. I know someone asked me on Patreon if it was okay to, what he wanted to do is he wanted to buy one of these kits, but he didn't want the angle grinder, and he didn't want, I don't know, maybe the circular, because he has one. So he was looking at maybe trade-in. So I told him, use this as you want, man. You guys on Patreon, communicate, talk, private message each other. Do whatever you got to do. If you guys want to, trade tools, sell tools, I'll give you this. I want to get rid of this. I'm looking for this. Does anybody know where I can get this? Everybody who's on Patreon gets a notification. It's just like getting a text message. So go on there, communicate for you Patreons. But, all right, guys, let me get out of here, and I will catch you on the flip. Junkie slip.